Hello campers, welcome back to the channel. It's a windy, cold day today here in Ayrshire, but the sun's out, so we're out. So about today, I'm going to take some pics of the VFR, which is my bike of choice at the moment because it's such fun to ride it. It's just so planted, I feel so confident, and the bends on it, just in general, I'm absolutely loving it. Every single bit of this bike, I'm loving it right now. So this is my normal wee stop where whenever I get a new bike I come here to the windmills, and there's a little lay-by that I pull into next to a lake and I get some pictures there. It's a done thing, do it with all my bikes, so this is no exception. If you've not seen the channel before, if you've not seen any of my videos before, I did a reveal video on this a few weeks back, and also a whole build series on it. If you're interested, go and check it out. I'll just put a wee link up there and you go and have a look. That's me coughing because I've started talking. But here we go, this is my wee spot. Right next to the mills. Just here. God, it's windy today, man. Super windy. I even feel how cold it is just taking the gloves off. Okay. Where's my phone? Oh, it's on the inside, isn't it? Oh, no it's not, no it's not, no it's not. I'll just not get used to this jacket yet. Oh, isn't she a beaut? I'm just waiting on these little handles coming at the back which will fill this gap in. So I've got a pair of them coming, and I've also got a rack to go on it when I'm touring. So I've got that to go on. And I'll need to get some soft panniers for it as well. All good. All good, all good. Oh God, how did I get into this bloody thing? Where is the zip for this? See, I put my phone into the jacket before I put the jacket on. Oh, hold on, I think it's here. Yeah, I've got it. So here we are. Let's get some pics. Hope I don't get run down and run over. We don't want that, do we? Oh, look at that. It's always the side with the single sided swing arm you take the pictures off. Always, never the other side. I'll take a couple for the other side. Give it its due. It's definitely not as good an angle. Okay, that'll do us. God, it's freezing. So, this is just a little run out today. God, I don't think I'll be out for that long. It's Baltic. Yeah, so if you've not followed the channel, give it a look. Basically I bought this as just a cheap project over the winter. I don't think I knew what to expect, but I didn't expect this. I didn't expect how it rides, and I suppose I kind of knew I wanted it to look like this, so obviously it's looking like this because I've made it look like this. But as time went on, doing all the upgrades on it, things like the fork seals, one side was leaking, and I thought about just getting it sent away, take the forks off, which I'd never done before, sent it away to get that done. And then I decided, well, you know what, why not just do it yourself? And that's what I did. So I decided, well, I'm just going to change the springs. So I put new seals, new bushes, new springs into the forks. So it's Hyper Pro progressive springs that are in it. I then rebuilt the front calipers because the brakes were a bit wallowy and seizing up a bit. So new seals on the front calipers. The wheels were originally black, so I got them sprayed, got them powder coated white. New tyres, which are superb, and they're Angel STs, which is an old tyre, but they suit this bike perfectly because it is just planted to the road. What else did I do to it? Obviously it's had a full respray thanks to Graham's Bike Restorations, which is a guy close to me who done it for me. And new screen, new mirrors, heated grips, because I just happened to have them kicking about in the garage. The grips that were on it were terrible, so that was good, I got them on. What else? God, I can't remember. Let's just say I spent a lot of money on the bike, but I'm absolutely loving it. And the reason I got this was because I kind of missed the VFR. I've had a few VFRs in the past, but they've all been VTECs. They've all been 6th gen 800 VTECs, and I always fancied a 750, but I couldn't really afford it. I bought a brand new CB1000R, and that was the bike that was just one that I'd wanted for a long time. I'd been looking at getting a naked, and that was the one I got. But I kind of missed the V4. And one of the questions that I get asked a lot is, well, if you've had 4 of them, why do you keep selling them if you keep going back to them? And I think it's because they're not the world's fastest bike, and sometimes you feel like you just need a wee bit more. But weirdly, with this, it's slightly down on power on the 800s allegedly, but it's a totally different engine, isn't it? It's a V4 gear driven cam bike, and it doesn't have that whole VTEC thing going on, which means you've got all the valves all of the time, and that might be the reason why I feel like it's a wee bit nippier than the VTECs. But I might be wrong. I'll use 6th gen, 8th gen guys who were out there screaming at me saying, oh, the 6th gen's the best bike ever, 8th gen's the best bike ever. Yeah, no, I get it, I've had some, but you need to, if you've not done it, you need to ride one of these things. You need to ride one, and then make your choice. I was forever slagging all these gear driven cam guys that had the 750s and 800s, saying, oh, you don't know what you're missing, you need to get a VTEC. And it's great having that wee boost that you get at 6,500 revs, but to be honest, you won't miss it, especially when you ride one of these things. They are just superb, absolutely love it. I take it I could just go here because there's traffic lights. Are a bit shitty today, they just look a bit dirty. I'm going to have to just take my time, I think. I was hoping to throw this about today, but looking at the roads, it's not going to happen. I don't want to chance it. So I had my vaccination a couple of days before I shot this video, and you know what, I did not feel a thing. It's one of these things where if you're scared of injections, scared of the whole needle, you really shouldn't. The needles nowadays are so fine, they're so thin, you just don't feel it. So if you've not got it done, you're scared, you're booked in to go, and you're thinking about not going, you just want to take that chance that if you do catch COVID, you'll be alright. Honestly, go and get it done for the sake of you and your family, for the sake of the world, I suppose. Go and get it done, it's a doddle. One thing I will say though, the day after I got it, I had the world's biggest hangover, and I'm so glad I didn't have a drink that night. I'd heard so many stories of people saying don't drink after it, or it's not as effective if you have alcohol. I'm glad I didn't, because I felt like shit the next day. It just like I had a bad cold. I just felt that dead lethargic way and a wee bit sicky and just didn't feel myself. And then that was on the Saturday. I got the injection on the Friday. That was on the Saturday. I woke up on Sunday morning and I thought, oh, that's going to feel better. Paracetamol helps, definitely. And if you want a double whammy, take some Brufen along with it. But on the Sunday, I was fine. And today, which is the Monday, I'm neither up nor down. I'm absolutely fine. And knowing in my head that I've had the vaccination, that in 3 weeks, 2 and a bit weeks, I'll be protected if I was to catch it. It's got to be done. It's a given. You have to do it. So yeah, I'll just tattoo that into your brain. Go get it done. Don't be scared of it. And don't be stubborn and think, why should I go and get that done just because I've been told to go and do it? I don't know what they're putting into my arm. Listen, it's fine. At the end of the day, you've got a tracker. You've got a wee tracker in your arm, so you'll know where you are at any time, anywhere in the world. Yeah, as if. So going back to the bike, one thing that I need to fix is the temp gauge. I don't know if you've noticed, but it ain't working. It's been like that if I got the bike. I wasn't sure, obviously it was getting stripped out over the winter, and it hasn't been running for that long. It's maybe only been running for a week now since I've had it. And I looked at it and I seen straight away that it wasn't working, and I thought, well, maybe the engine's just not warm enough, we'll take it for a run. But it's been out, it should be reading, and it ain't. So it could be one of a few things. It could be the thermostat, it could be the wee sensor, it could be the actual gauge itself, which means I need to change the dash. It could be that. It's more likely going to just be the sensor, or if I'm really lucky, it might just be a cable, you know, a wee wires came loose or something. But I don't think it's any major. I'm not worried about the bike overheating. I can tell by the way it's running and by, I just know it's not overheating. It's more likely a sensor. Plus, it's 5 degrees. It feels like -4 just now, so I don't think I've got anything to worry about. I don't know the last time I've ridden a carbed bike. They've all been fuel injection, and this is so smooth. It's just, the power is just linear right through the rev range. What you see is what you get. No electronics to kind of keep tabs on the fuel. It's just super smooth. And it's one of these bikes where I don't think I could get rid of it. I feel like it's one of these things where you would just miss it big time if you sold it. And I've spent too much money on it anyway. Why would I sell this thing? As I'm recording this, nobody's seen it yet since the rebuild. The reveal video will be premiering in 2 days, and then people will obviously have seen it. I'm out on it today. I might take a wee trip to Largs, in which case I suppose some people that I know might see it. I'll take that chance, because it's just too good a day not to go out. Okay, I'm going to shoot off for a bit. I've not got much battery, and I'll catch up with you in a bit.